Right. Good morning, everyone. I see we still have more people that are jumping onto the session, but we're going to jump straight into it. The recording will be made available for those that joined in late. So if you would like to watch the session a little bit later, you're more than welcome to. Thank you again for joining us for today's session. My name is Molokhadi Motwa, and I will be taking you through the fuel savings features available in MyGeotab. In this session, we will be talking about fuel saving features that we have made available in the system. A lot of you may or may not be familiar with the system. The webinar was requested by a lot of our clients that are existing. And so what we did do is we opened it up to those people that are non-clients as well. It's always great to be able to share what the system or to show what the system is able to do. It's becoming more and more expensive to transport goods now. And now more than ever, the use of telematics is becoming more apparent, or the usefulness is becoming more apparent. Geotab provides you with a digital footprint for every aspect of your operations. And this has enabled so many of the fleet managers that we work with to really make better decisions when it comes to their overall operations. You will notice in the chat that I have included our contact details if you'd like to contact us after the session. So if you have any questions, please do populate them in the Q&A section, and we will attend to them. We have Stuart joining us from the support team. Thanks for joining, Stuart.
Thank you, Molokhadi.
All right, without any further ado, let us look at what we will be covering today. We will be going through the various features on our system. I will touch on how to use the features. We will go through rules and dashboards, and we will also be showing you videos on how to use the system, what you will find in the system, and a general outlook of what the system consists of. Before we jump into the webinar, I just want to make sure that the session is being recorded. Please note that, like I said, the session will be recorded and it will be made available to you at a later stage. Right, the first thing that we're going to be looking at is idling in specific. It's important to know when fuel is being consumed, and these features that we've made available are perfect exactly for that. They allow you to investigate types of idling. In this regard, we're looking at your operational idling or your non-operational idling. What the feature also does is it's able to give you engine data. The features specific to idling are idling percentage by vehicle location, standard idling. Let me just quickly do this. So we're going to be looking at standard idling as rule, idling in zones rule, and engine data measurement. Idling percentage by vehicle vocation as a feature will help in differentiating specific vehicle vocations. It'll help you identify the idling percentage variations, obviously depending on your vehicle usage. One can view an idling percentage by vehicle vocation dashboard, and this will aid in identifying percentage of specific vocation types. The lower the percentage of specific vocation types, the lower the savings. This specific dashboard has proved helpful, especially in assisting our customers in making better decisions. So what do you consider to be an acceptable idle percentage for fleets? What MyGeotab has done is allowed a section or incorporated a section that you'll find very helpful called Fleet Industry Trends. And here you will really find references that are based on big data. Let's move on to standard idling rule. Very simply put, this feature is used to detect any idling inside a depot. How? We use zones as a functionality. I'll give you an example. If your drivers are conducting a safety inspection and we have excessive idling within that period, this would be the opportune moment for you to make use of the movement in zones rule. Rules can be detected, like setting the time, let's say in minutes, you can be notified of exceptions that are being triggered. So you can even go as far as selecting your desired notification types. This can be SMS or this can be email. Let's move on to the idling in zones rule. When I refer to zones in this case, I'm referring to landmarks. I'm referring to areas of interest that can be used to identify customers, can be suppliers, it can be offices, and it can even be home locations. When using clearly marked zones, fuel consumed per idle stop can help support your interest in saving costs, and this includes fuel. Rules that have been set are triggered. Exception reports can be generated from which we can then use to analyze and further provide coaching to drivers or anyone that is a part of your holistic fuel or fleet team. We do know that idling is a fuel waster and increases greenhouse emissions. But what we don't often admit is that idling in many cases is associated directly to unproductive drivers. The idling in zones rule reports or it identifies which vehicle in your fleet is idling and in which zone. So you're able to pinpoint exactly when happened, who was in charge of that event. And you as a fleet manager can use that data and determine whether the idling was either warranted or not warranted. Okay. Our next feature that we're going to look at is engine data management. This feature in MyGeotab is by far one of the most powerful tools available when it comes to assisting partners and people that we have partnered with. The feature enables you to configure engine measurement settings to generate a trip idle fuel report, graphically displaying information about specific engine events. Yes, you can even go further and create an engine measurement report with specific diagnostics. Moving on, the second section is going to cover fuel usage and the respective features. For many companies, I think we'd agree that fuel consumption and related costs are top priority. Fuel remains one of the biggest expenses, and in most cases, or in some cases, it can even account to 60% of their total fleet operational costs. And to assist, what MyGeotab offers is average fuel economy reports or features, fuel usage feature, fuel and EV usage report, which is obviously something that is, or the South African market is moving into with all the adaptation around electric vehicles. We're looking at mileage report, and we're also going to look at the trip summary feature. Average fuel, or the average fuel economy feature will obviously speak to the connection that exists between distance traveled and the amount. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry. Thank you, Stuart. The average fuel economy that we're looking at here is a connection that exists between different distance traveled and the amount of fuel that is used for any given vehicle. This obviously means that the fuel economy will differ from one vehicle to the other. This feature allows you to pull a very visual representation of average fuel economy for your fleet based on certain metrics that you set. This is also another feature that you can use to really customize the report that you pull through. Within the system, what you see on the slide is a 33.5 average fuel economy, but this would obviously differ based on your fleet performance. In the next slide, I'll give you a better look at custom reports on fuel economy, and this will be through a video.
Thank you for visiting Geotab Marketplace. This short video highlights the benefits, features, and functionalities of the Average Fuel Economy Custom Fleet Management Report. This report is essential for fleet managers looking to decrease their fuel costs. Reducing fuel expenses can lead to a more efficient and profitable business operation. This report provides an easy-to-understand visualization of the average fuel economy for your fleet based on either liters per 100 kilometers, miles per gallon US, miles per gallon imperial, or kilometers per liter. Special features: this report is easy to interpret, it is a great candidate for dashboard reporting, and it can be used for a historical analysis of fuel trending. This free custom fleet management report is available for immediate download. Make sure to read our Reporting Basics training to import the report into MyGeotab. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe below. Also, remember to check out other great videos from Geotab. Thank you for visiting Geotab Marketplace. This short video highlights the benefits, features, and functionalities of the Average Fuel Economy Custom Fleet Management Report. This report is essential for fleet managers looking to decrease their fuel costs. Reducing fuel expenses can lead to a more efficient and profitable business operation. This report provides an easy-to-understand visualization of the average fuel economy for your fleet based on either liters per 100 kilometers, miles per gallon US, miles per gallon imperial, or kilometers per liter. Special features: this report is easy to interpret, it is a great candidate for dashboard reporting, and it can be used for a historical analysis of fuel trending. This free custom fleet management report is available for immediate download. Make sure to read our Reporting Basics training to import the report into MyGeotab. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video,
all right, awesome. We're going to jump again to fuel usage. So within MyGeotab, groups or subgroups can be set up. This is a way in which we can organize or define and accommodate different organizational structures. Think about functional structures and divisional structures. With functional structures, your organization has an upper level management team or a management team that would have or that would appreciate to have a holistic view of all your assets. However, if you think of your hardware team, they don't always necessarily need to have a view of all these assets. What they will need to see would be events that are triggered on some of the assets at certain times. And then with divisional structures, your company would have divisions that take care of different locations or different areas. And not every user would have to have a view of all the locations. So you will then allocate certain areas to certain people. With that said, the group's features can be used to compare vehicles to the aggregate fleet data, and this would be based on commonality in the purpose that these vehicles are serving. A proper comparison of fuel usage can be done by using the industry trend fuel consumption by engine size. I will be playing another short video that will elaborate further on this feature.
Fuel usage is an excellent aid in monitoring the fuel efficiency of your fleet and can help you to identify vehicles whose fuel economy is suffering as a result of unnecessary mileage, excessive idling, or speeding and aggressive driving. To view your fleet's fuel usage, select Engine and Maintenance, then Fuel Usage. In the options, select the date period for the report. It is recommended to run this report for a minimum date range of 1 month for the most accurate results. Subperiods can be enabled to show your data grouped by days, weeks, or months. Select the vehicles to view and then apply changes. The fuel usage report lists each vehicle with total distance traveled, fuel used, and average miles per gallon for the date range.
Click on a vehicle to view the fill-ups. This shows the date, time, and location, as well as the fuel economy, amount of fuel added, and odometer at the time of fill-up. Click the icon on the far right to view the fill-up location on the map. You have successfully reported your fuel usage and efficiency for your fleet.
Okay, great. We are now going to look at fuel and EV usage as a report or a feature. Another very important aspect, again, like I said earlier, there's so many companies that are introducing trials of electric vehicles. There's so many companies that are commissioning electric vehicles into their fleet. And the fuel and EV usage report displays the driving energy consumption for each of these vehicles in your fleet. This would include energy used for propulsion, the power of auxiliary system, heat and cooling, and other features. Specific to fleets that include electric vehicles, the report shows you how your electric vehicles provide information. It provides information on the electric range that they are typically achieving. What you see currently is basically a screenshot of what you'd find in the system. Just below the make and model of the car, you will find distance and fuel used. The metric that is used here is MPG, but obviously there's a wide array or wide range of metrics that you can use depending on your region or your preference. You can obviously change this to what suits you, but this basically just gives you an overview of your fuel usage from either your combustion engines or your electric vehicles. One of the other features that MyGeotab has been able to generate is a mileage report on your vehicles. Your fleet mileage report can be generated as required, and you can then use that to compare kilometers driven across your vehicles. When pulling a report of the total mileage, various fields can be included, like the vehicle, jurisdiction, time, enter or exit of odometer, fuel used, fuel purchased, and this is just some of the fields that you're able to pull in when you are requesting a mileage report. Another very simple self-explanatory feature or report that you can pull is the trip summary report. And this feature, you can basically run trip summary to compare fuel consumption for each trip. Before we move on to the last bit of our session, I will be playing you another video that sums up the functionalities or the features that I just mentioned.
This video will highlight how Geotab helps businesses reduce fuel waste and costs by using a variety of tools in MyGeotab and add-ins from the marketplace, which can be accessed through MyGeotab. In the MyGeotab Dashboard, businesses can view built-in reports or add marketplace reports to monitor and improve fleet idling, fuel consumption, and driver behaviors. Dashboard and Analytics provides access to fleet industry trends, allowing businesses to compare their fleets to others. Here, they can contrast idling percentages based on vehicle vocation, temperature, city size, and time of day. They can also view fuel consumption by engine size and fuel economy by truck class or the most popular fleet vehicle types. Fuel and EV energy usage helps businesses pinpoint consumption and mileage. Filters can be used to target specific vehicles and timeframes. Clicking Fill-Ups displays fuel up events each time they occur, as well as location and driver details. In the Map section, Trips History shows driver distance and idling duration for each day or trip. Exception details reveal if drivers broke speeding or idling rules, which can contribute to excessive fuel consumption. Clicking Summary produces an activity and summary report that highlights time, driving distance, and idling within a chosen time frame. In Rules, hard acceleration, and speeding identify dangerous driver behaviors that waste fuel. The engine abuse rule under fleet optimization and the idling rules under sustainability also help reduce costly behaviors. Administrators can modify these rules or create custom rules to leverage their data. In addition, exception reports show broken rules, and notifications alert fleet managers via email or MyGeotab when exceptions occur. Admins can also add direct driver feedback to rules, such as Go device beeps, Geotab Drive app messages, and IOX Go Talks text-to-speech technology. Routing features in MyGeotab and the marketplace help drivers reach their destination faster, reducing fuel waste and costs. The Green Fleet Dashboard is a free marketplace solution that tracks fuel usage, environmental footprint, and electric vehicle use to assist in cutting costs and emissions. Many vehicles are able to provide tire pressure data which can be monitored in MyGeotab. For vehicles that don't provide this data, multiple tire pressure monitoring systems are available in the marketplace to help drivers identify underinflated tires which can affect fuel economy. The tools in MyGeotab and the marketplace provide insight into fuel waste and costs, equipping businesses with the information they need to make smarter, greener decisions.
All right, let's go through rules and dashboards. In conclusion, we will touch on very specific rules, hard acceleration, excessive speeding, and engine abuse. MyGeotab has standard rules already in the system, but what users can do is create custom rules. This will obviously be specific to your business and specific to internal processes that you have or you may have in place. For each of these rules, audio feedback can be set up, exceptions reports can be set up, and notifications, be it SMS or email rules, can be set up in cases of the rules being triggered. Geotab's advanced reporting flexibility delivers really the information you want, how you want it, and when you want it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of our session, but before we call it a morning, I just want to quickly find out if there are any questions pertaining to the fuel saving features that we have in MyGeotab. If you have any questions, please just populate them in the Q&A section or the chat, or you're more than welcome to ask the question. I'll give you permission to speak. Okay, seems like we don't have any questions. I'm just going to check the Q&A section. None there. Chat, no questions there. All right, I think there's one question. Morning, how do we access the Geotab marketplace? And this is Neville Maharaj. Thank you very much, Neville, for that. Stuart, can you help with that question, please?
Yes, of course, Molachadi. Morning to you, Neville. That can be accessed just underneath the administration tab. If you do need assistance, you're more than welcome to share your contact details with me. I'd be happy to give you a call and show you over the phone.
All right, do we have any other questions? Thank you, Neville, for that. Can we get an email breakdown of this training, Natalie? Absolutely, you will definitely get an email breakdown. I will send that to you. Would anyone else, what I will do is I'll just send it to everybody who participated in the webinar. Victor Momo, how to set up the audio feedback. Stuart, that's for you.
Morning to you, Victor. That can be set up within the rules section. Again, by all means, please share your contact details with us and I'd be happy to assist you with that.
All right, do we have any more questions? No problem, Victor. Okay, let's see. Good morning, everyone. What is the cost of the solution, business model, licensing fee, one-time payment, etc.? I think, Stuart, correct me if I'm wrong. Samuel, what we can do is we can get in touch with you, rather get you in touch with the sales department. They would be able to give you accurate costs on the solution. Is that okay?
That sounds about right, Mulkhadi.
All right. Awesome. I just want to give Samuel allowance to speak. Okay, all right. Awesome, Samuel. Thank you very much. I think we have another question. I would also like to get this information. Sure, Gabriel, not a problem. I will be sending you the information. Gabriel, would you like me to get you in touch with the sales department as well, or are you asking for a breakdown of the training? Gabriel?
Hello?
Yes, would you like me, so sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Would you like me to send you a breakdown of the training, or are you asking me to send the sales department your details for quoting for the costing of the solution?
I would like more information. I think I came in a bit late, but I would like information, starting with the breakdown of the actor training, as well as you know, the costs that are involved if somebody wants to actually introduce this system in a particular business. And then obviously I would want you to also highlight you know, the specific functionalities that you bring to the plate that are special or different from any of the other tracking and solutions service providers. That's basically what I would want you to do for me. Thank you so much.
Not a problem, Gabriel. We'll do that. Please anticipate more feedback from us in that respect.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Any more questions, ladies and gents? Okay, I think that was the very last one, Stuart.
Mulkhadi, I see there's a question from Sonia.
From Sonia.
From Korkom.
Can you please send the breakdown of the training as well as the recorded session? Yes, sure, Sonia, not a problem. We'll do so.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
we can hear you.
Yes, sorry, I think I forgot to ask something else. I also wanted to find out over, you know, if you engage in any partnerships, if you engage in anything of that sort, please also include it in your explanation, so that at least I can know where to take it from.
Okay, by partnerships, can you just elaborate on that? We have a reseller program. I'm not sure if you're referring to partnership from a reseller scope.
Okay, obviously, depending on the tiers that you have, it could be at reseller level, or you could it could be at, I don't know, at how you've structured your business. That's why I'm saying if you can maybe clarify and give me more information in that respect, so that I know how to take it up.
All right, will do.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Gabriel. Do we have any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for answering the question in the chat section, Stuart. Okay, I think that is all for today. Thank you very much for joining. Again, we're reachable on 011-564-5400. That's 011-564-5400, or info@geotabafrica.com. Should you have any requests pertaining to to this that we had today or any other telematics requests. Okay, if we don't have any other questions, then I would like to say thank you very much for joining. We do have a series of webinars that happen monthly. Please join us for the next ones. We will be notifying you duly on all our digital platforms what the next topic is, but we look forward to having each and every one of you back again. Thank you so much to everyone and have a good morning.
Thank you.
This video will highlight how Geotab helps businesses reduce fuel waste and costs by using a variety of tools in MyGeotab and add-ins from the marketplace, which can be accessed through MyGeotab.